Hello traders, welcome to First Bars Academy. So today we're going to be going over the 5 pairs that are currently on my watch list, and we're going to be doing our daily market breakdown. So yesterday we spoke about these pairs, but then it was on the weekly time frame before we scaled down to the daily time frame and 4 hour time frame. So however, on our daily market breakdowns, we're going to focus on the daily time frame. So if you've not watched yesterday's breakdown, so kindly um go and watch that video, and there's a lot that you can learn from it on how you should approach the market on the weekly perspective. So let's get straight to today's analysis. So we are currently looking at Bitcoin, right? And we are currently on the daily time frame. So what is the first thing that comes to our mind? So on the daily time frame, yesterday closed as a bullish engulfing, right? So this means that there is bullish momentum back in the market again. So this is a very, very interesting price action. So since we have bullish momentum back in the market again, we expect the next couple of days to give us a nice bullish price action, at least back to the closest area of supply. So what's the closest level of supply that we have on our charts? So this level right here is the closest supply. As you can see, the reason why this is our supply is because the market created a buy to sell candle inside this level, and the previous sell to buy candle was also created around this same area. So we expect the market to give us a retracement back to this level and then a possible continuation further back to the downside. So what we have to be doing is we have to scale further to the 4 hour time frame, right? So since we are looking for trading opportunities, we've confirmed that there's bullish momentum on the daily time frame, and we have a bullish engulfing, which signifies bullish momentum as well. So we are currently on the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, what do we expect from the market? So we have this interesting price action setting up. So we have this area of demand that was created on the 4 hour time frame. So since we've identified our demand on the daily time frame, we should go ahead and identify the demand levels on the 4 hour time frame and the lower time frames as well. So in the 4 hour time frame, this red candle in between this buy move, this last sell to buy candle, is our demand candle. So we're currently going to monitor price action above this level to see how price reacts. So if you look further backward, you see that this was a supply zone, right? So this area right here was the last supply candle during this move to the downside before we had this V-shaped recovery. So let's head over to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what we have setting up. So we've identified our demand on our 4 hour time frame, and then it also matches our 1 hour demand, right? So currently it's going to be interesting for us to see how price will react around this level. So if we get a retest of this level and a continuation back to the upside, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities around this area. However, if price breaks below this demand, then we could be looking for sell opportunities. However, it's going to be like a scalp opportunity because we have a bullish momentum on the daily time frame. So since we have a bullish momentum on the daily time frame, we only have to take buy setups on the lower time frame. So however, if we get sell setups, then it's not going to be long term until our daily time frame closes as a bearish one. Then we can now look forward to taking sell opportunities. So since we have a bullish daily candle, then we're going to be looking for buy opportunities around this level of demand. So other areas of demand that price could come to test is we have this level of demand here, this last sell to buy candle here, so we have to mark that out. Then we have this level of demand here again, this last sell to buy candle, so we'll mark that out. And then we have this sell to buy candle here again, and we'll mark that up. So what we are doing is we're going to monitor price action at any of these levels to see if we get a bullish reaction. So if we get bullish reaction at any of these levels that we've identified here, then we are going to be looking forward to taking buy opportunities. So monitor price action closely inside this level, rather inside these demand levels for trading opportunity on BTC USD. So the next pair that we're going to look out for is DOGE USDT. So Dogecoin, we are currently on the daily time frame. So what price action can we see on the daily time frame? So in the daily time frame, we had a bullish day yesterday, right? So yesterday closed as a bullish engulfing. So since we have a bullish engulfing on the daily time frame, then we have to be looking forward to taking buy opportunities on the lower time frames. And we can see clearly that price has rejected our demand zones that we identified on previous market breakdowns. So you can watch previous videos so that you'll see how we approach the market around our demand zones. So now that we've confirmed bullish momentum on the daily time frame, let's head straight to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have? So we have to identify our demand zones. So this last sell candle right here is our demand zone. So we're currently going to monitor price action around this demand zone to see if we get a nice rejection from this point on our lower time frame. So if we get a nice bullish rejection around this point, then we could be looking forward to capitalizing on buy opportunities. Also, we had this last buy to sell candle here during this bearish move. So we have a valid key level around this area. So if we extend this zone further backwards, you'd see that it corresponds to the previous levels of demand that was created during this retest of this level. So now that we've created this level right here, we're going to monitor price action for the retest. So heading over to the 1-hour time frame, what can we see? So on the 1-hour time frame, we can see clearly that the market is currently trading above this level of demand. So now we have to monitor price action inside this area, right? So if we get a retest and then a bullish rejection, then we could be looking forward to taking buy opportunities. However, for us to take sell opportunities, we have to wait for the daily candle to close as a bearish one. So once we get a bearish daily candle, then we can look forward to capitalizing on bearish trading opportunities. So far, let's monitor price action inside this area for potential bullish trading opportunities in the coming hours. So once we get a strong rejection of this demand, then we can be taking our entries. So there's also something I want to point out on this chart, right? So if you take your trend line and you draw it across, you'd see that the market is currently respecting this trend line, right? So we'd like to see price break this counter trend line to the downside if there's going to be bearish opportunities setting up in the market. And once that happens, then we could expect today to close as a bearish candle. So it's all about reacting to the markets, or rather responding to the markets and not trying to predict the markets. So the next pair that we're going to look at is Cardano. So let's head straight to our daily time frame. So on our daily time frame, what price action can we see? So we can see clearly that yesterday closed as a bullish day, right? And we have this bullish engulfing. So this is a nice opportunity to go long on Cardano. So we are going to be monitoring price action on the lower time frame because we have a demand on the daily time frame, a new level of demand here. So we have to monitor price action for the retest and continuation, possible continuation back to the upside from this point. So we could expect something like this in the markets in the next couple of hours or days. So heading over to the 4-hour time frame, let's identify our level of demand. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have this previous level of supply at this point, right? So if we take this level across, this rectangle across, you can see that price is currently trading above this level of demand. As long as price stays above this area, we could expect buy opportunities to set up in the market. So we have to monitor price action above this new level of demand right here. So once we get bullish trading opportunities on the 4-hour or on the 1-hour time frame, then we can be looking forward to capitalizing on buy opportunities. So let's monitor price action inside this area and wait patiently to see how price will react above this demand zone. So if price closes below this level of demand, then we can now wait patiently to see a shift back to a bearish environment before taking a sell opportunity. So let's monitor price action inside this level. So the next pair that we're going to look at is Binance Coin. So on Binance Coin, we identified this level of demand a couple of days ago, and yesterday price gave us a strong bullish reaction at this level. So now what this has created is a new level of demand, right? So the market has created a new level of demand at this point. So from here we could expect a slight retracement back to this demand and then a continuation back to the upside. So the next level of supply that we have is this level right here. And we also have this very close supply at this point. So this area right here is a very, very interesting area for Binance Coin, because if we get a bullish break above this level, then we could see price approach this level of supply that we have up here on the daily time frame. So heading over to the 4-hour time frame, what price action can we observe? So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly that the market is currently above this demand zone that also corresponds with our daily demand zone. So now that we've identified this level of demand here, what are we expecting? So we're expecting price to give us a retest of this level, and then once we get a bullish price action, we can expect the market to give us a nice bullish move back to the upside again. So as long as price stays above this level, then we are safe to be looking for buy opportunities on the 4-hour time frame once we get our entries according to the rules of our strategy. So heading over to the 1-hour time frame, what price action can we identify? So on the 1-hour time frame, you could easily identify the levels of demand that we have in the market, and we can identify these levels using the last sell to buy candle for every bullish impulse. So now we have these areas of demand, and we have to monitor price action around these levels, because this is where our entry opportunities for a buy opportunity would set up, right? So let's wait patiently to see how price will react to these levels of demand that we have on the 1-hour time frame. So the next pair that we have is Ethereum. So on Ethereum, what price action do we have? So we have a bullish reaction which was created yesterday. So the daily candle yesterday closed as a bullish candle, and we can see clearly that we have a new level of demand in the market. So now that we have a new level of demand in the market, we are interested in taking buy opportunities as long as price stays above this level of demand on the daily time frame. So where's the closest supply that we have on the daily time frame? So this right here is a supply zone, this last buy to sell candle, and then we have a very near supply at this point. So you can see that price is currently inside this daily supply zone. So since we have a demand zone here and we have a supply zone at this point, we could see the market play around a bit here before shooting back to the upside. So however, if the market successfully breaks below this level of demand, then it could turn into supply for a further bearish move back to the downside again. So heading over to the 4-hour time frame, let's see what price action we have in the market. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have a strong impulse back to the upside again. So now we're expecting a retracement back to a previous level of demand and then a continuation back to the upside again. So let's identify our levels of demand on the 4-hour time frame. So we have this level as an active level of demand, and also we have this last buy to sell candle during this bearish move. We have this as an active demand as well. So we'd like to see how price will react to this demand on the retest and continuation back to the upside. So once price comes for a retest of this demand, then you can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities once we get a bullish momentum shifting away from this level of demand. So we could see something like this setting up in the market. We could get a retest and a continuation, or a retest of this deep demand and then a continuation back to the upside again. So this area right here, these areas right here is going to be our area of interest. So however, on the 4-hour time frame, since we have a daily supply at this zone, right? We have a daily supply at this zone. So let's take this rectangle across the 4-hour supply zone. So we have this buy to sell here, this buy to sell here, and this buy to sell here as well. So these three areas right here is a strong supply zone. So from this point, we could expect to see a short bearish move back to this level of demand. So once we get a bearish entry opportunity on the 4-hour time frame, then we can be looking forward to taking short opportunities back to our level of demands, from where we can now start observing for bullish trading opportunities again. So this is what I think about Ethereum and four other pairs: Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Cardano, and Binance Coin. So let me know what you think about this pair going into today. And do you think the market will continue back to the downside, or do you think the bulls will come back at some point again? So thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to let us know your comments in the chat box below, and also to support the creation of more free content for you all, kindly follow me on TradingView so that you get access to these daily market breakdowns that I send out every day, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get access to more free educational content. So thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and see you on the next episode.